Hello YouTube B3, you're back with another kicking action figure review. We have a really cool one for you guys today. It is the Marvel Legends Sandman Build-A-Figure from Hasbro. Yeah, lots of figures went into building this guy. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. You had to get 7 figures, I believe. You'll see them all in a little bit. But, yeah, this guy's big. He reminds me a lot of the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure we had, because, I mean, he has a lot of the same parts. He's very similar. He's got these big old sand arms. Big old sand arms. You like those sand arms, boy? You like those sand arms? Because I do. They're actually really cool. Lots of great detail. Yeah, so when you put this guy together, big old sand. Sandy sands. I just love the detail on this guy. You see him like dripping off. It's just really cool. Big grappling hand on this side. Big fist for punching on this side. I mean, he just looks really nice. He has his classic green striped shirt, leggies. He's got this grimace, but you know, even though he's a Build-A-Figure, he does actually have accessories. Our Sandman has these sand shifting accessories. First up, you can see he has this like spiked ball mace thing. Pretty neat. Pa, pa, pa. Just whack Spider-Man with it. Actually, I think this guy reformed. I'm pretty positive he reformed in the comics. I think I have some issues where he fights alongside Spider-Man. I don't know what he's up to now. Was he dead for a while? I don't know who's dead anymore after Clone Conspiracy for real. But, pretty awesome looking. Really like that. He also has a hammer hand. Pretty cool. Smack you down. But yeah, you can put either of these on either hand. Doesn't really matter. While the others have to specifically be on one side, you can switch these out. They're actually really cool. I dig them. Once again, much like Absorbing Man, this guy has an alternate screaming head with damage on his left side. Not really damage. It's actually good for him. As you can see, it's supposed to look like he's been punched or hit or something, and he kind of turned back into sand a little bit. It's kind of a defensive mechanism. But he can heal immediately, and the Absorbing Man has an interchangeable head where he's like absorbed concrete on one side, but he's also screaming. They're very similar figures. Interchangeable arm parts. It's pretty crazy. Lots of same parts. Yeah. I don't really mind though. They're both big, beefy dudes. But yeah, I mean, that's just really cool. Now he's got himself some neat articulation. Got up and down on the head, side to side, in and out on the arms, forward and back, bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel, as well as forward and back. His interchangeable hands and head retain all those articulation points for those specific parts. Back, forward on the ab, waist swivel, in and out on the leg, forward and back on the leg, thigh swivel, right there. And then you have a double knee bend, as well as a little tiny bit of up and down on the foot, and a little tiny bit of an ankle pivot with some peg holes. It's whatever, not much on the feet there, but pretty much exactly what I was expecting. But yeah, it's not bad. Could be a little better, articulation-wise, but not bad, not bad. I really like this guy. Now we're going to jump into size comparisons. I don't normally do this when reviewing Hasbro Marvel Legends, but I'm going to start with the figures from other providers, which would be Toy Biz and Diamond Select, are the ones I normally show. Here on the left, Carnage from Toy Biz, and on the right, from Diamond Select's Marvel Select line, you have Ultron. Here's with some Hasbro figures now. Here on the left, one of the bigger molds we see in Marvel Legends, the Hyperion mold on Sentry. So you see he's much bigger than that, and he's even bigger than the Diamond Select, so that's pretty crazy. And here on the right, a movie figure, Ant-Man, very cool. And lastly, here is Sandman with all the figures in his way. From left to right, we have the Jackal, Shocker, Black Suit Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, Green Goblin, Spider-Man 2099, and Spider-Man UK. So yeah, those are all the figures you have to buy to build him. You do have to get every single one. Technically, I guess you could leave out Black Costume Spider-Man, but you would not have the accessories. I would like to say smart move putting the accessories of Black Costume Spider-Man. That's a figure that they've made a lot of, like several times. They've done many different black costume Spider-Man over the years. So if you wanted to pass on him, you could still build Sandman. Just, you wouldn't have a complete Sandman. You wouldn't have his accessories. So if you went to sell him, it'd be without 2 of his 3 accessories. But yeah, these are all the figures he comes with, or the figures you have to get him. And it's pretty awesome. I really like this wave. I love the Spider-Man waves. So what are my final thoughts on this Marvel Legends Sandman Build-A-Figure from Hasbro? Pretty awesome. Very cool. I really like it. Has 3 accessories, interchangeable head, and 2 different interchangeable hands. He's a very big figure, as Build-A-Figure should be. Very similar to Absorbing Man, who's not my favorite Build-A-Figure. I do think I like this guy more. I am more familiar with this character, and I do think he looks cooler as well. So yeah, that's really cool. Once again, quick reminder, the figures that you need to build this guy are as follows. Spider-Man 2099 second costume, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man UK, The Shocker, Jackal, Green Goblin, and Black Suit Spider-Man. So yeah, that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.